Hello guys, so in this video we will discuss about top 10 most important Flutter app that beginners should build. So we will discuss the advantages of making this app and also we will discuss how it is beneficial as a beginner if they are building these apps. So now let's go to the main content, which is our app you should make. So without further ado, let's get started. So our first step is a simple calculator. In order to learn Flutter development, I think you should make a simple calculator. You maybe think what will be advantage if you make a simple calculator in Flutter, right? So if you want to learn Flutter development and if you want to learn about different widgets such as row, column, flexible and wrap, if you make a simple calculator, you can easily get and easily well practiced in this. As you are making the buttons of calculator, these are the widgets that you will use, right? I'm not talking about whether you should use APIs for the mathematical functions or not. The calculator I'm talking about is 4 features basically: plus, minus, multiply and divide. So as far as 4 functions that you need to provide as a concern, your main focus should be on the widgets, learning the user interface and how to design application using Flutter widgets so that you are familiar with Dart programming, right? So using this app, you will get introduced to various widgets right away, and row and column will be the most important things that you will learn. In other words, this application is a great introduction of Flutter user interface environment, I think so. Let's move on to the little more complex. Let's go to our second app, which is a simple to-do list. So after making a simple calculator, you are now familiar with the widgets, right? You are familiar with the row, column, stack, wrap and lot more widgets. So as you know about how to design a screen of your app, right? So now you should focus on integrating your app with a database. Basically, if you are talking about Flutter, the Firebase database is the easiest to integrate Flutter right now. If you are a beginner, you should use the Firebase database. But if you are an intermediate or expert, you can use any database. So as you manage your task, the CRUD operation you basically perform in your database, basically which is a create, retrieve, update and delete operation. These are the 4 major functions that you must know when you are working with any database. So by doing the application development, you will become more knowledgeable about how to integrate your app with database. Basically, you will learn about Firebase database as well if you are making application with Firebase. Firebase database is a cloud-based storage platform, and there is also authentication process based on email, phone, Google authentication and Facebook authentication. If you are a beginner, I think you may or you may not be use Google or Facebook sign in, because it makes sure that you are authentic the user using either email or phone number. So you can choose as per your requirement. In our second application, our main focus is that you will learn about different functions. Like with any database, you can learn deleting any file, deleting database table, deleting database. If you are using Firebase, deleting database from cloud functions, for the Firebase cloud Firestore you can use. Like you can get and fetch data from this database with the cloud Firestore. You should make this app if you are a beginner. Now we will talk about our third application you should make. Now before that, let's talk about APIs. APIs are the application programming interface that you have to call whenever you have to get data from internet. I think before jump to our third applications, we will discuss about this. So APIs is like, in simple word we can say, it's a soul when it's come to app development. Why? Because without API, you can't build any app right now. Right now, any app, whatever data you need to be fetched, you need to be sent, APIs is a very important thing. Basically, any applications you are using, they are just sending and fetching data online from any platform, right? So I'm not telling about that you should make application using APIs. I'm just referring application APIs is why it is important and why should you choose. Like I'm not saying to make e-commerce application using API. It's all about your choice. And but if you are learning about APIs, it is so beneficial for you. But if you are making application with APIs, you learn about lot more things, and it's so beneficial for you. So with that, let's move on to our third application, which is a simple image gallery app. So our third app is an image gallery app. I believe that this third option is a good choice because it's enable you to practice and learn important concepts such as UI layout, state management, image loading, gesture handling, navigation, and a lot more. And even if you move on to packages, with this, it is also good. Additionally, you can integrating this app with a Google Drive if you want, like you are just uploading and downloading image from Drive. Once your local image is properly managed, you just to taking option to user that they will uploading images to his own Drive, right? So it's just a optional thing, Google Drive, but image gallery app is a should you make. So I think this is my third option. It's a good choice too. So let's move on to our fourth app. What would be the right fourth app for the beginner? You maybe think. So our fourth app is a weather application. In my opinion, a weather app should be a fourth app because there is lot of things you should learn in there. So our fourth app is a weather application. I think this application is quite important that make you as a beginner to intermediate. Why? Because in these weather applications, you learn lot of things like as we discussed about APIs. These things basically you integrate in there. You also making some good UIs. So by this, you are learning about lot of widgets. So lot of things you learned whenever you making these weather applications. So basically in these weather applications, what exactly you will do? You have to choose enter a city. You should tell to what is exactly temperature and humidity there, and whether any rain today or tomorrow. These are all the features basically you integrate in this application. So there are many APIs present for weather purpose. You can use any API. I'm just writing in description. You just go there and integrate if you want, or maybe you can choose any other APIs if you have. So as far as the application you go, we have covered simple calculator, to-do list app, image gallery app, and now weather app. These are the fourth application you should make as a beginner. These 4 applications are creating this open your mind. Basically, you learned as a user interface and also backend thing as well. So by this 4th application, you learned about APIs, you learned about user interface and lot more things. Like you also learned about APIs as well. So after that, I think you can easily hire as a Flutter developer in any company after it. So let's move on to our 5th applications, which is a Wallpaper application. So our 5th application is a Wallpaper application. I think it's a good choice to make. Why? Because whenever you completed your Wallpaper application, there is also option that you can just upload it to a Google Play Store and App Store as well. As you may be seen that Wallpaper application demand is quite high in Play Store and App Store, so you can also upload it into there. So you have also good number of user connection with this. So I'm just saying that whenever you just making your Wallpaper application, you just keep in mind that your application should look very good, and you can also add some creativity in there, like just creating a simple wallpaper applications just add up into lot more data, like you can use APIs as well, like I have example that Unsplash API and lot of other API where lot more images you can get with there, like you can just train millions of images with a different sizes with Unsplash, and similar with this API you can get. So I think you just choose, and your applications is quite looking with richness after it. So this is the advantage of APIs if you are just using in your application whatever API, and it's all about your choice whether you choose or not. So let's move on to our 6th application, which is your music player application. So our 6th application is a music player application. I think it's a good option to choose because once you know about APIs, user interface, database, it's right time to know about native development as well, right? Like as you already know about that Flutter give you hybrid development, but once you choose this application for a making, you should know about how to play music in foreground and background as well. Like it is quite required you to know about it. So once you ready for it, whenever you making this application, you make some kind of feature for a native, like for Android, you should make some kind of changes in main activity, basically inside of Android code in your Kotlin file or maybe Java file, and same as for the iOS application. So it gives you additional requirement of a connection between Flutter code with a native code. Like for this thing, you should know about method channels as well. So basically, once you choose this application for a development, you enhance your knowledge after it. and it is also give you additional knowledge about how to make any application that help and that run in a foreground and background as well. Like background task you can also handle after it. So I think it's a good option. So our seventh application is a movie application. I think it's a good choice to do because once you know about APIs, you should also know about real-time updation, right? Like in simple word, once you make any movie application, there is lot of task inside of there. Like there is some kind of seating arrangement, there is some kind of rating, lot of things in there. So real-time updation is also required for this application, and with this application, lot of complex tasks is you also doing, right? So it is also a good option if you want to make. And let's move on to our eighth application, which is e-commerce app. So our eighth application is a e-commerce application. I think it's a good option if you want to make some business, right? Like in simple word, for that you just go your nearby local grocery store and contact them and say that your plan is to create grocery application, and for that you just make two application, one for the user, one for the shopkeeper. So for first application you just add some option for buying product, some kind of user fence regarding to showing any product items, add rating into there, and also some kind of additional information where user is easily get what exactly a product it is to be, and how it's beneficial if they buy this application. And also for the second application, basically for the admin panel application, and by this application shopkeeper can able to upload his product. They are updating price according to current time, and whatever they want they able to update, and according to his requirement they able to change all the things. So by this application you able to earn some additional money, right? You can just also integrate ads and some kind of additional charge for a shopkeeper for admin panel application. So to make a customer application you can also add some delivery option such as home delivery or pickup feature. So this kind of option you can also integrate. So basically it's enhance your business purpose as well with your application development as well. So let's move on to our ninth application, which is social networking app clone. Okay, so ninth application is our social networking app clones. Basically there is a for practice purpose, and once you are practicing such kind of those app like Facebook, WhatsApp, Instagram, even Netflix, so you are practice such good designs that are already built up by well experienced developers, right? So once you are making those kind of applications, you also practiced and you also experience with those things, right? Even since I started my application development, I have made Instagram clone, Facebook clone, Netflix clone, Neon Spotify clone, and even I am still working on some of them. The reason for cloning application just because this UI, like you just copy similar kind of user interface. You are also making similar kind of animation. So you are used to on those things as well, right? So I think you should make this application as well. Whatever application you want, like whatever you like, just choose any of them and make clone. Okay, so our 10th application is a ML application, machine learning application, right? So basically, if you are a beginner and just want to create any such kind of a ML application in Flutter, so you can choose Firebase ML Kit. Like it is a good option. Like with a Firebase ML Kit, you can easily detect any object, kind of object. Like you can detect any text, you can detect any image, right? So you can easily adopt such kind of those things. So I just prefer Firebase ML Kit. And if you want some kind of advanced things like UR, UI Kit or AR Core, so you can also integrate. But I just prefer that you should make any simple ML application as well if you are a beginner. So that's all the information that I want to share with you. The choice of what applications you make at what point is completely up to you. So if you like this video, just click on like button. Please subscribe and comment below. Thank you for your time. Have a good day.